Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. The power of a hug. Most men experience a hug as a simple, friendly gesture, a momentary embrace that signifies warmth, connection, or affection. But what if I told you that a hug is never just a hug? What if every touch, every lingering second, every subtle squeeze carries a deeper meaning? What if in those few seconds, a woman is communicating something far more profound than you ever realized? Women are masters of subtlety. They don't do things randomly. Every action, every gesture, every word is layered with intention. If you're oblivious to these cues, you're playing checkers while she's playing 4D chess. You're missing the hidden signals, the unspoken messages, and the psychological dynamics at play. I'm James, and in this video, we're going to dive deep into the hidden psychology behind a woman's hug. We'll explore the 6 hidden signals that most men completely miss. And let me be clear, this isn't just about attraction. Sometimes a hug is a test, sometimes it's a power move, sometimes it's a silent message to the world about who you are to her. The ancient Stoics understood the power of perception. They knew that most men drift through life blind to what's happening around them, reacting instead of mastering their reality. If you don't train yourself to read between the lines, to see beyond the surface, you're at the mercy of forces you don't even recognize. And in today's world, ignorance comes at a price. So buckle up. By the end of this video, you won't look at a hug the same way again. Before we dive in, take a moment to subscribe if you're ready to transform how you handle relationships using the power of Stoicism. Every video is a step toward mastering your mindset and building stronger, more meaningful connections. 1. She's testing your confidence, and you don't even realize it. When a woman hugs you, she's not just showing affection. She's scanning you, analyzing you, and sizing you up like a predator assessing its prey. It's a silent test, a way to gauge what kind of man you really are. Most men miss this entirely. They think a hug is just a hug, but women operate on a different level. The moment she wraps her arms around you, she's gathering intel. She's analyzing your body language, your energy, and your response. Do you freeze up like a deer in headlights? Do you give an awkward, weak pat on her back like you're burping a baby? Or do you hold your ground, embrace her with ease, and exude the confidence of a man who knows his worth? This isn't just about physical touch. It's about how you carry yourself in that moment. Think about a job interview. Ever had them casually offer you a glass of water? You might think it's just hospitality, but they're watching how you handle yourself. How steady are your hands? How composed do you remain? It's a micro test, just like her hug. A hesitant, unsure reaction signals weakness. Women are wired to pick up on hesitation. A man who second guesses himself, who stiffens up or overthinks a simple hug, is sending a red flag to her subconscious. On the other hand, a man who's comfortable in his own skin, who embraces the moment with natural confidence, immediately sets himself apart. This is where the Stoic mindset comes into play. A Stoic man doesn't react based on nerves or insecurity. He doesn't overthink or seek validation. He's present, grounded, and certain of himself. The moment you start seeking approval in something as small as a hug, you've already lost. She's taking mental notes, and whether you realize it or not, that hug has already told her more about you than words ever could. 2. She's checking your emotional availability. Now let's take this a step further. A hug isn't just physical contact, it's an emotional scan. Women are masters at sensing energy. In those few seconds, she's feeling you out in ways most men never even consider. Think of it like knocking on a wall to see if it's solid or hollow. When she hugs you, she's not just embracing you, she's testing you. Are you emotionally grounded, or is there emptiness beneath the surface? Do you exude warmth and presence, or does your energy feel cold and distant? Are you fully in the moment, or does your body feel there while your mind is somewhere else? A woman's intuition is almost supernatural. She can feel your emotional state. If you're carrying emotional baggage, if your mind is cluttered with stress, or if you've lost touch with your masculine core, your body language will betray you. A Stoic man doesn't let his emotions control him, but that doesn't mean he's emotionally unavailable. On the contrary, he's centered, present, and fully in control of himself. He isn't desperate for connection, nor is he walled off. He simply is. And women feel that. They respect it. They're drawn to it. At the end of the day, a hug is more than just a gesture. It's a silent conversation. And if you don't know what you're communicating, if you're interested in getting to know a woman better, don't beat around the bush. Be direct and say something like, I want to get to know you better. How about we grab a coffee this week? This approach is straightforward and shows that you're genuinely interested in her. 3. Expressing your desires in a relationship. If you're already in a relationship, you can use I want to express your desires in a positive and constructive way. For example, instead of saying, whatever you want to do is fine, try saying, I want to spend more time with you this weekend. How about we plan something together? This shows that you value your time together and are proactive in strengthening the relationship. The importance of tone and delivery. You're already at a disadvantage. 3. She's setting the stage for physical connection on her terms. When a woman initiates a hug, she's not just being friendly. She's taking control of the physical dynamic between you. Think of it like hosting a party. She's inviting you into her space, but on her terms. She's subtly saying, I'm okay with being close to you, but make no mistake, I decide how this plays out. A weak man lets the moment dictate his response. He overthinks, second guesses, or tries to read her reaction instead of being grounded in his own presence. A stoic man, on the other hand, doesn't seek validation through physical contact. He doesn't need it. He remains composed, unfazed, and entirely comfortable in his own skin. He respects her space, but he doesn't submit to her frame. Instead, he meets her energy with quiet confidence, the perfect balance between assertiveness and self-control. And trust me, women notice that. 4. She's sensing your physical chemistry. Let's be brutally honest here. When a woman hugs you, she's not just being nice. She's feeling you out biologically. It's an instinctual chemistry test. Do your bodies naturally align? Does your scent appeal to her? Does your energy feel warm and inviting, or stiff and awkward? She might not consciously realize she's doing this, but trust me, her body knows. A stoic man doesn't chase or force chemistry. He doesn't need to manufacture attraction. It either is or it isn't, and he's okay with that. 5. She's sending a silent message to others. A hug in public isn't just a moment of affection. It's a statement, a quiet declaration that says, this man is part of my inner circle. And how she hugs you? That's the fine print. A quick, casual hug, friend zone, a long, warm embrace. She's telling the world you're important to her. A stoic man doesn't need external validation. He understands the power dynamics at play, but he remains unshaken by them. 6. She's creating a moment. You'll both remember, a hug isn't just a hug, it's a time capsule. A feeling she'll associate with you long after you part ways. And if you're the kind of man who understands this, who remains grounded, confident, and present, that hug will leave a mark. She won't forget it. So the next time a woman hugs you, pay attention, because in that moment, she's telling you everything you need to know. Conclusion: mastering the art of connection. A hug is more than just a physical gesture. It's a window into the hidden dynamics of human connection. By understanding the psychology behind it, you can transform how you approach relationships, how you carry yourself, and how you connect with others on a deeper level. Remember, the Stoic mindset isn't about suppressing emotions or avoiding vulnerability. It's about mastering yourself, your thoughts, your actions, and your reactions. It's about being present, grounded, and confident in who you are. And when you embody that, you become the kind of man women respect, admire, and are drawn to. So the next time you find yourself in a hug, don't just go through the motions. Be present, be confident, be intentional, because that moment, it's telling you everything you need to know.